Mercedes seems to have identified the perfect operating window for the W15, and during the upcoming Grand Prix in Austria, they are likely to showcase a much better performance than last year. The team has mapped a top secret detail for the upcoming races, and latest statements from the likes of Hamilton and Shovlin indicate that we will have two very competitive W15s. But with Austria hosting the sprint format once more, can Mercedes bear fruits of incremental developments and take the fight to Red Bull and McLaren? Mercedes has surprised many at Barcelona by surpassing Ferrari on pure pace and being very close to McLaren, actually beating Piastri with both of their cars as Hamilton managed to get his first podium of the season, extending his record of podium finishes to 198 and consecutive podium finishing seasons to 18. George Russell in the previous race at Canada earned the team's first pole of the season and converted that into a podium finish as well, depicting the upwards trajectory of the Silver Arrows in terms of competitiveness. One thing has become crystal clear for Mercedes after the Spanish race event, and that is the fact that the latest string of upgrades have improved the W15's core, fixing certain weaknesses, unlocking hidden performances within the W15's concept. And now the team feels it's the perfect time to build upon the recently unlocked performance. According to Andrew Shovlin, updates are in the pipeline which will add incremental performance over the next few races. Talking further in the team race debrief video, Shov added, "We've got a plan to bring more performance to the car, and it's some of the areas that we've been working on recently. Just aerodynamic development, mechanical developments. Those are coming through in the next few races, so we don't really want to give our competitors an idea of when we're bringing an update, because then they'll be pushing to try and bring one sooner. But certainly we've got more stuff coming. We can see that gap getting down, and as it's getting smaller, it's motivating people even more to sort of push to bring small developments." The Austrian weekend will be pivotal for Mercedes under car development, as the team will be working on an improved diffuser specification for the W15. Mercedes introduced its first performance update at Imola in the form of new floor edge profile combined with a beam wing revision. The floor edge revision was made to channel powerful vortices to steel the underfloor to limit the entry of turbulent airflow, while the beam wing revision was made to improve downforce generation with respect to aerodynamic efficiency. At Monaco, the team introduced a new front wing specification, deviating from its unique design from the season's start to a more traditional design. This update was made to enlarge the W15 setup window, as data pointed out that the old front wing's unique design was only favouring a specific cornering speed, leading to a bleak window of performance. At Canada, the team made small revisions to the car's front suspension in an aerodynamic perspective to go along with the front wing upgrade. At Barcelona, Mercedes introduced a lightweight specification of its current underfloor design, which resulted in the W15 gaining performance through all corner profiles as the car's overall balance improved. At Austria, Mercedes will introduce a new diffuser specification. This diffuser upgrade will be mostly an aerodynamic detailing, which is something that we have discussed in one of our previous videos, as what Mercedes lacks compared to rival teams. This update will focus on adding rear-end downforce, which will be crucial around Red Bull Ring Sector 1 and 3. Analysing telemetry from the Spanish race weekend, both Mercedes drivers had to lift around turn 14, while Max Verstappen was able to take that corner flat out, suggesting the W15 lacked substantial rear-end grip around that high-speed corner, losing little lap time, which makes this diffuser upgrade even more important. According to Formula Uno, Mercedes will certainly fast-track this new diffuser spec for the W15. The report also states that this upgrade will be worth about a tenth of a second. But more importantly, this upgrade is aimed at improving and widening the W15's cornering performance window to more suit a wider range of cornering speeds. Mercedes are also confident fast-tracking upgrades now due to Spain providing crucial data revealing that long-awaited correlation between the data on the track and those on the simulation are on point. A very important factor for the team, because only in this way will the team be able to improve with future upgrades. Toto Wolff was optimistic about these incoming improvements, adding, "It has been an encouraging weekend. We have taken the right steps recently and brought updates that are working well. Directionally, we seem to be adding performance every Grand Prix. Everyone at Brackley and Brixworth continues to work incredibly hard, and it's great to see their efforts rewarded with our first podium of the year. I hope that we can continue this positive trajectory." If we're to believe the statements coming from Mercedes as well as media outlets close to the Brackley outfit, we should be able to see a competitive W15 by Silverstone, one that could threat the three front-running teams, providing us with a four-way fight for some entertaining races in 2024. The most important thing to understand here is that Mercedes have established a solid foundation with the W15 following its first string of upgrades, which has confirmed which development direction the team should pursue, opening an array of possibilities for the Silver Arrows, which they think could bring a lot of performance to the table, in theory. Moving on to Austria, Mercedes have issued a warning to rival teams Red Bull and McLaren that the Silver Arrows are back in the prowl. Shovlin talked about what to expect from the team at Austria, adding, "It's great to see both drivers on the podium in the last two events. That's a sign of the progress that we've made with all the hard work back at the factory," explained trackside engineering director. "But we want more. We want to do better than third places. We're working hard and we've got plans and we've got parts coming, and hopefully that will all come to fruition." In terms of Austria, it's a tricky circuit and it's a sprint race. So with the sprint race, you've got 1 hour to get the car sorted and set up. Now, with the recent changes we've made to the car, it's an easy thing to work with. The drivers have been much happier with the start setups and we've had to make fewer changes. Hopefully that will put us in a good place to start the weekend. You've then got 2 sets of qualifying, 2 separate races, so there's plenty to contend with. But the drivers, the team, they're all enjoying racing the car that we've got now. We're fighting for the bigger points and we're excited to get going in Austria. Lewis Hamilton was equally excited about the upcoming races as he believes the W15 is becoming more consistent every race weekend, and the upgrades are definitely moving the team in the right direction. Adding further, after the Spanish GP, the 7-time world champion went on to say, "We're slowly getting closer. Last year we were very fast here, so you have to take it with a pinch of salt. But obviously the last couple of races we've been relatively competitive. So I think we have closed the gap a little bit, but we still have a good couple of tenths to try and find. We just have to have all hands on deck and keep pushing. I think that's the maximum it's got at the moment. But I mean, we're always fine-tuning it with subtle changes that we make. But we need to bolt some stuff on, some extra bits to be able to compete with these guys." It remains to be seen exactly how well this upgrade package does perform at Austria. And for sure, the Silver Arrows wouldn't want to throw in a lot of variables in a complicated sprint weekend. The objective is clear for Mercedes: take incremental steps towards the front of the pecking order and hopefully close down the gap to McLaren and Red Bull. But what do you guys think? Can Mercedes make the W15 better with this new diffuser at the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix? We are very much into your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section down below. And on your way down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified of our future uploads, to keep yourselves up to date about the 2024 Formula 1 season.